Hello and welcome to Active Bryant Fitness Systems, and what I'm going to talk to you today about is about the state of Instagram and the fitness industry in general. Now, unfortunately, anybody can become a personal trainer. You can do a course online, you can do a course in a classroom, and you can read a couple of books, and you could say to your client that you're a personal trainer without any qualification. The amount of times I've been to see new clients and they don't even want to see my bits of paper that I worked extremely hard to get. And this shows you how people just don't care. They just look at most trainers, bodybuilders, or anybody in the gym just as a fitness instructor. They don't look at your real skill and knowledge. And really, the fitness industry is 100% to blame for this, because what they've been doing, they've been ramming out course after course after course and ramming people on these courses. As long as you can pay, you can do a course. Now, I believe that this is fundamentally wrong, and this is where I believe that the Czech Institute is really setting a standard, really. To become my level, master level 5, it takes 5 to 6 years of studying. And I've had it loads of times. I've met other trainers and other people, and they go, oh yeah, I've done the Czech stuff. I go, so what courses have you done then? I've only read about 3 chapters in Paul's Eat, Move and Be Healthy, so they know F all in the first place. And then the other thing is doing the Czech studying, you must go to the end. And I've met other trainers where they've done level 2, level 1, and sometimes as far as level 3. And I'm like, why are you not going all the way? Why are you stopping and not getting everything that you need in which to get the system to really work? And a lot of them say, oh, it's too in-depth, it's too much, it's the cost of it. Obviously, I done it over 14 years ago, so that was a long time ago. But I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it really set the standard wherever I work. If I'm working in a gym, like working a client, the other trainers will copy what I'm doing, not knowing what I'm doing. Does that make sense? And you'll see this on Instagram, where that donkey trainer was getting his clients to dance and then use some weights at the same time. All of these clients were all obese, like massively obese. And if you're doing that to somebody that's obese, one, you may be giving them a bit of a happy session. But imagine what you're doing to the ligaments, joints and tendons of that person that's chronically obese, that may have knee pain, back pain and shoulder pain, which they haven't told that guy about. So it got a ginormous amount of followers and people looking at it and people liking it. And this is how bad the fucking fitness industry is, that people would like something like that, not understanding the complications of that client that they may feel after dancing around with heavy weights. Does that make sense? And the guy that's doing the video, it's all about him moving and dancing. It's not really about the client. Does that make sense? And some clients might like that. And then the other thing I see is that there was some Asians in the gym, and they're all wearing their burqas and whatever else they wear, covering up the whole of their body. And when I commented, they said that that was fine. Now, if you're covering up the whole of your body in the gym and you're working with somebody like me, how can I see how the muscles are moving and working? To be able to correct you, to make sure that you're not doing something wrong or something that may injure you. And this woman was lifting a fair amount of weight, and she had this huge stomach. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's a spine injury waiting to happen, because obviously the core is not strong. That's why she's wearing a belt. That's why she's wearing a baggy dress to cover up how fat she was. Now, really, that person should be taken back, given them an holistic program, an holistic diet in which to get them to lose weight and slowly build them up to heavier weight. And obviously be in gym clothes. There's another donkey that's quite successful on TikTok and Instagram, and he does all these videos in jeans. Oh, come on. If you're going to be a fitness professional, look like a fitness professional. Don't wear, normal outdoor jeans, because if I was working in the gym and somebody come in with jeans on, I go, look, you've got to go and get changed. Or the same as back in the day, people used to come in the gym with flip-flops on. No, go and put trainers on. Oh, but other gyms allow it. No, you go and wear trainers, because if the thing falls on your foot, that's your foot damaged, and the gym will get into trouble because you'll sue them and go, it's the gym's fault. Does that make sense? So really, really 100% important is for you to try and see through all the bullshit like calorie counting or calorie deficit. Now, the trainers that are pushing calorie deficit and all that type of nonsense are pushing that because they have no knowledge of what food actually does to the body. So all they're thinking is, right, I'll get my client to starve themselves. They may feel a bit shitty, they may feel a bit bad, but that doesn't matter. And they may lose a little bit of muscle mass, but they'll be leaner. And because they're leaner, they'll be happier. So not looking at the body from a metabolic typing profile that I use with my clients, that if you're eating according to your metabolic type, you're either a carb type, a mixed type, or a protein type. And most people are putting the wrong fuel inside the body. So it's all about getting the right fuel inside the body, and then the body will change naturally. Does that make sense? So I never get my clients to calorie count in over 25 years. Never, ever, ever. It's always been, right, you need to, once I filled out the food diary, it takes 10 days. I'm looking at irritation foods. So are they drinking too much coffee that could irritate the adrenal glands and make them hold on to weight? Are they not drinking enough water so the body's not naturally detoxifying? Does that make sense? All little things like that, which are easy to do, not hard to do, and you don't have to count your fucking calories every day. You can just eat normally and enjoy life and still get into shape nice and slowly. Remember, if you get a huge quick fix, it normally comes back with a bad fix, in my opinion. So I've been working out for over 33 years. I've got 18-inch arms. I'm about 15 stone now. I've dropped about half a stone. But I love being big. So you've got to find, when you're in the gym, what you love to do, and you'll always do it. I love lifting heavy. I love being strong. I used to be 11 stone, and I don't like being like that. So when it comes, let's go back to the fitness industry again. So anybody can get a certificate. Anybody can get a bit of paper. Now, when it comes to the Czech Institute, not everybody can get the bit of paper, and not everybody's going to be a master level 5, because they've got to commit to 6 years of constantly studying, learning and relearning. So in the fitness industry, because the qualifications are so short and so wimpy, it means that these people have got zero knowledge. So Paul Chek done a video earlier on yesterday where a guy was saying kyphotic posture is not real and it's all bullshit. Now, Paul studied that in-depthly over a 40 year period, and obviously set up courses around it in which to how to change it. And I can guarantee you 1,000% I've changed it in all my clients. And it works. Otherwise, the Institute wouldn't be making the amount of money it makes every year if their courses were crap and they didn't work. Does that make sense? And there's over, I think it's 200 level 4s or level 5s dotted around the world that have gone all the way into the system in which to get the result. Now, I believe if there was another course that was a minimum of 6 years, I think Charles Quinn was a minimum of 6 years, but now they've cut it all down. Less and less people or less and less trainers want to get huge amounts of knowledge because they just want the money. Does that make sense? Me, I get paid well for what I do, but I'm giving my client a lot of stuff that they're paying for. Does that make sense? So I don't believe in the Mike Mentzer method. I don't believe in the Dorian Yates method. I don't believe in the Arnold Schwarzenegger method. I can remember when I was in my 20s and I bought the Arnold Encyclopedia that's on my bookshelf there. I was looking through that and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be as big as Arnold. And then I met some big bodybuilders in Essex. And I went, I want to be as big as Arnold. And they're all laughing at me. I go, what are they fucking laughing at? And then one of them said to me, the only way you're going to get huge is by taking drugs, Scott. To be able to gain muscle, you can only gain 21 pounds to 7 pounds a year. Now, I've got my clients and myself to gain 21 pounds in 12 weeks doing a certain system in a certain way. And it works. But it's not for the faint-hearted. It's not for the wimpy guys that want to go in the gym at the weekend just to look good when they go clubbing or pubbing. It's really designed for the people that want to be elite and really gain some real size. Does that make sense? Now, I don't believe in working out every day. I train 4 days a week, but I walk everywhere. So that's a form of exercise, but not intense exercise like me training hard for 45 minutes in the gym. So if you gain 7 pounds of muscle every year, add that up over the years that you've been training, and that will show you how much strength and size that you can improve by and benefit by. But obviously, to get the 21 pound result takes education and understanding and not taking drugs. Okay, so it's all about program design. And in most gyms that I've been in recently, nobody has a program, or they have it on their phone. And then they spend 5 hours in the gym looking at their phone than what they do training. Now, when I go and train in the gym, I'm serious. I go in there to train. I'm not going in there to chat and make friends, which is really important that if you want to be hench and strong and in good shape, you have to be committed and driven and not get sidetracked when you're in the gym. So I believe that Instagram and TikTok, there's lots and lots of guys and girls with zero knowledge. And you can see it in their videos. And it's really quite embarrassing that it's the year 2024. The fitness industry hasn't gone forwards. It looks like to me it's going backwards and getting worse. And I have worked with clients that want to argue about everything. So in the end, I end up saying, I can't work with you anymore because you're just not listening. You're listening to the TikToker, you're listening to the YouTuber, you're not listening to knowledge that I've studied with the Institute or the over 1,000 books that I've read and clinical or workout experience of over 30 years, you know. So it's highly frustrating for me to see these wallies putting videos up, like you've got the ex-bodybuilder saying that every food is shit, when really he should be saying this food is not as good for you as it could be, but this is the reason why. But he just says it's shit. And then again, huge amounts of click, huge amounts of followers again. Because it just seems to me that people don't want knowledge anymore. They just want to listen to what they want to listen to, whether it's right or wrong, they couldn't give a shit, and they won't really research it. You do get lots of left-brainers that come to me, and a left-brain dominant person wants to see research and science and all that. And lots of the science is bought and paid for and not an in-depth science, like an English doctor that's quite successful with a fasting book and some other bits and pieces said that that stretching doesn't work. It 100% does. If stretching didn't work, why do physiotherapists recommend a stretching program and a strengthening program if you've got a pain or an injury? Does that make sense? So I've done a big blog about that and done a video talking about that as well. So I believe that, please comment down below if you think the fitness industry is going backwards and there's more gyms than ever before, but people are more fatter than ever before, because it's all that calorie fucking nonsense counting, isn't it? So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, please subscribe, please share, and hope you're having a great May. The weather's been fairly all right, a bit cloudy still. I want like sunshine every day, and I look forward to chatting to you again soon. Please subscribe, please like, please follow. Bye.